President-elect Donald Trump will not have to worry about the sentencing in his hush money trial anytime soon. That's thanks to the judge's decision to delay sentencing. The judge overseeing the case is allowing for more time for lawyers to figure out what to do following Trump's election victory. Both sides agreed to postpone the case to plan their arguments, though Trump's lawyers are asking for the case to be dismissed entirely. Trump was found guilty on all 34 counts of illegally falsifying business documents as part of a hush money payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels. And with Trump no longer having to focus on his legal troubles, he will look to make good on one of his top campaign promises, beginning mass deportation of migrants inside the country illegally. Brandon Lewis verifies what legal limits exist and how they could impact Trump's goals.
After he won the election, Donald Trump reaffirmed his pledge to declare a national emergency and use the military to deport the estimated 11 million undocumented people in the U.S.
It's going to be the largest deportation of criminals. We're going to get them out of here fast.
Multiple viewers emailed us asking if he can legally do that. So let's verify using these sources. All of our sources say yes, it is legal for the president to use the military to help assist in a mass deportation. But it's unprecedented, so the plan will likely be challenged in court. Active duty full-time service members like soldiers or Marines can't arrest people within the U.S. under federal law. However, they can build infrastructure such as temporary detention facilities, transport detainees, and provide armed backup for domestic law enforcement. Trump could also ask governors to send their National Guards to help. Unlike active duty service members, guardsmen are allowed to arrest people domestically if their governor allows it.
The National Guard is a state militia. It can be called out by the president with the cooperation of the state governors. And so you could have the National Guard from, let's say, Texas, be used for apprehension.
Our legal experts say Trump's declaration of a national emergency would help speed up the process, bypass some legal arguments, and free up funding, similar to how he diverted funding from the military during his first term in office to build parts of the border wall. The Brennan Center says only Congress can vote to end an emergency, but it effectively needs a veto-proof majority to do so. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
And we're here to help you always get the facts with whatever we can, and that's why you can stream Verify right now on the 6 Plus app, available for free on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. There are a wide range of topics that we have already verified. And if you do have something you would like us to verify, you can email us at verify@kcentv.com. Earlier today, Holland ISD proved that appreciation goes far beyond words. It's sometimes even served with a slice of pie. The parent-teacher organization group distributed pies to every single staff member, from teachers to custodians and to also cafeteria workers. It's a reminder that every role matters in education. The PTO's annual tradition isn't just about dessert, but about community connection. Fifth grade teacher Sarah Wendler says she feels appreciated by the community, but she's most thankful for seeing her students smile.
I think in Holland we have such a great community, and our kids are the reason why we do our job. That's the whole why we get here and come in the mornings and do all of our hard work, just to see their smiles and make them connect to what we're teaching them.
Windler says she hopes this teaches her students the love of giving back. Today, there were a total of 135 pies given out to Holland ISD faculty, and PTO said they are looking forward to giving back more in the future. 6,000 Central Texas students need your help. That is why we have partnered with communities and schools of Greater Central Texas. We're helping spread the word about the annual shoe drive called Shoes for Kids. CIS has been doing this shoe drive for 17 years. They need plenty of shoes for the year-round demand, and we want to make sure their supply closet is going to be stocked for shoes for all the kids and teens. Donations are accepted at a few locations in Killeen, Temple, and also in Salado. We'll send you those straight to your phone if you want us to. Just text the word shoes to our number at 254-777-6000. It was a big day for aerospace manufacturer Blue Origin, who just today launched a crewed rocket into suborbital space. The rocket capsule took off from Van Horn, a city in the far west of Texas. The capsule landed safely after reaching a height of almost 350,000 feet. Engineer and TV host Emily Calandrelli was one of the civilian crew members on board the space flight. After exiting the rocket following touchdown, she told cameras the experience was one of the best of her life.
Oh my gosh, and we got to weightlessness. I immediately turned upside down and looked at the planet, and then there was so much blackness. There was so much space. I didn't expect to see so much space. And I kept saying, like, that's our planet. That's our planet. It was the same feeling I got when my kids were born. And I was like, that's my baby. That's my baby. And I like had that same feeling where I'm like seeing it for the first time. It was beautiful.
Wow, an emotional reaction. I'm sure any of us would have that experience if we got a chance to go to space. The launch comes as Blue Origin continues work on a new rocket, which is slated to take place before the end of the year. The next story will surely make you hoot for joy. An owl was found on the ground in rough shape, and thanks to the help of a couple Good Samaritans, they are able to rescue and rehab it back to strength. Reporter Sue Kelberg introduces us to the father-daughter duo who helped a young owl take flight.
What do you think right here on the edge of this hill?
On a fabulous fall afternoon in a space that is becoming a sanctuary,
So this is a juvenile barred owl. This is the one that was found here.
2 owls, one that took a fall and another that broke a wing.
Take this band off. This is just to identify the bird inside her center.
The grass was very tall, like this big.
What began as a girl exploring with her dad
We heard the chirping sound.
and the arborist who was surveying trees
And she's like, Dad, look down. And there was this little baby owl on the ground underneath this 60-foot tall pecan tree.
there was the barred owl that couldn't be returned to its nest that got a second chance to live free.
Yeah. He's just scared, and that's the sound he makes when he's scared.
Anybody have anything else they want to say to this owl before he goes?
Live a full and happy life.
Here you go. Send it.
After a short test flight and a chance to ruffle all the feathers into place
This one's gonna live. Like that's pretty cool.
with a forever keepsake.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on my necklace that has a bunch of like special stuff.
Oh, what a good story to end our Friday night. We love to see it. Still ahead on 6 News, Friday Night Lights shine extra bright when everything is on the line. We're live from the gridiron to tell you which teams got it done tonight.
And our warming trend continues tomorrow, continues Sunday too, but Thanksgiving could be cooler. We'll talk about it coming up. Welcome back to 6 News at 10. Time to take a look at your weather. Starting off with our totals for the day. It was a gorgeous day across the area. Near perfect, light breezes, plenty of sunshine. 73 out there we got up to. We did start off at 38. And keep that in mind because tomorrow morning is not going to be a whole lot warmer than that. But the mornings to come will be. So we're going to see a couple of changes as we head towards the back half of the weekend. Upper 40s, lower 50s right now as we go through the 10 o'clock hour. A little bit warmer there in parts of Bell County and Falls County. Still seeing 56 in Temple and in Marlin. So a little bit warmer in a couple spots, but for the most part, cooling off fairly efficiently here this evening. We'll continue to do so as we get through the rest of the night. As some of you are waking up for your Saturday morning, you early risers, we're going to be at about 42. But overall, by the time we get to 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're talking upper 30s, lower 40s for basically everybody. Yeah, more 30s popping up on the board. Not going to have a freeze like we did the other night, but it'll be more like what we saw this morning for sure. As for the highs tomorrow, upper 70s across the area, 80s returning as we head towards Sunday, and you can see that on our 3-day forecast here. 78 for tomorrow, 80 for your Sunday, and again, the key here is we're going to be staying plenty sunny, and we're going to be staying dry through the weekend. And as winds kind of revert back to the south, that's what's going to bring in some of that warmer air. So expect not only is it going to be a little bit warmer, we're also going to see a little more humidity, which is why we're going to see those morning lows just a little bit on the warmer side. 55 as you wake up on Sunday morning, 61 as you wake up on Monday morning. Not a huge spread on Monday because Monday we are watching that first cold front come through. Now, we've got 2 cold fronts for the week of Thanksgiving. The first one isn't going to do a whole lot. We're going to stay in the 70s, but watch what time it comes through. It basically moves through the day on Monday into late Monday night and very early Tuesday morning. And that's going to bring with it just a chance for some cloud cover, but we should stay dry behind front number 1. The good news is Tuesday, though, we're out of the 80s. We're back into those lower 70s for your daytime highs. For Wednesday, we're going to warm up just a little bit because once again, as we start to recover from that front, we're going to see south winds bring back a little bit of that heat into the area as we head towards Wednesday. So we'll make the mid 70s again. But then before we're able to get too warm, cold front number 2 comes through the area. This one will come through Wednesday night into very early Thanksgiving morning. As it does so, we've been looking at the chance for some showers and thunderstorms as this front comes through all week long. But those are very much diminished at this point. The best chances for rain do look like they're going to be well out in East Texas. For us, though, I'm going to maintain that 20% chance. We could see a shower or two, but the odds, my friends, are very slim. So if you've got outdoor plans on Thanksgiving, whether that's outdoor flag football, whatever the case may be, don't cancel those plans because it is not going to be much rain at all. And as we head towards Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to see a little bit of a clearing, too, behind that front as well. So here's your breakdown. Cold front number 1 is dry. Cold front number 2 brings the 60s back for Thanksgiving, and we do have those slight rain chances still, although the best chances for rain are going to be out in East Texas. Temperatures, though, are a little bit of a roller coaster as we make the 80s, back down to the lower 70s, back to the mid 70s Wednesday, and then cold front number 2 has us in the 60s for Thanksgiving. If you want your forecast on your time, you can download our free 6 Plus app on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV as well. Let's send it over to Sydney for Friday Night Lights.